Hey there, it's Coach Bradley T, and welcome back to part three of the college recruiting information session. So, in this part three, we're going to be talking about scholarships, both athletic and academic. So, scholarships, in short, is money that schools give student athletes to entice them to come to their school. There are different levels of scholarships, aka, the first one is a full ride, which is the full value of the cost of attendance, tuition, books, and housing are the three primary things there. You can also get a partial scholarship, which is any percentage of the value of a full scholarship from 1 to 99%. Then there's no scholarships. These are also called walk-ons. This is where the individual is responsible for paying for everything, which includes the full cost of attendance. It is just called a walk-on, though. That's just a term for it. Walk-ons are players who have committed to the school and receive no scholarship money. You don't just actually walk up to the team and then just walk on to the team the first day that they start practicing. You need to have a conversation and some communication with the coach in advance to make sure that they know that you're coming and that they want to give you a spot on the team, just that you're not going to be receiving any scholarship money from them. Teams do have open tryouts, but making a team from open tryouts is very rare and pretty difficult, especially on the higher level teams. So, the first type of a scholarship is an athletic scholarship, which is given to you based on your sport performance. These are tied to your sport. If you choose to leave the team, you no longer get your scholarship. There are different levels and limits on how many athletic scholarships a school can give, and this can get a little bit complicated. So I have an example on the following slide that kind of breaks down the different options that schools have. This will just help you kind of understand when you have the conversations with the school where they're coming from if they're not in a position to offer you a full scholarship. So at the NCAA Division I level, they can give us a total value of 12 full athletic scholarships. At the Division II level, 7.2 athletic scholarships. Division III can give 0 athletic scholarships. As we talked about in part 1 of this presentation, the Division III schools are generally more academic. This is why they are more academic, not why they're more academic, but one of the reasons why is because they give 0 athletic scholarships. So they can only give scholarships to students based on their grades, not on their sport performance. The NAIA can give a total value of 10 full athletic scholarships, and junior colleges can give a total value of 24 full athletic scholarships. And the rules on this vary wildly across the institutions because it's governed at the local level, not from the national level. So talking about athletic scholarships, so I just want to give an example here to kind of hope to kind of clarify things. So we have an example. We have an NCAA Division I school that has a cost of attendance of $25,000 a year, and they have 24 players on their softball team. So each individual player can only get a max of $25,000 because that's the full cost of attendance, and the team total cannot exceed $300,000, which is $25,000 times the value of 12 scholarships. So we can have options like option A, where 12 players get the maximum value and the rest get 0. So 12 players get 25,000, 12 other players get 0. Option B, would everybody gets the exact same amount. So 24 players get $12,500. Both option A and both B, if you do the math, you'll see that both of these add up to $300,000. Option C, which is the mix and match approach, which is the most common for almost all programs out there. So 6 players, let's just say that 6 players get 25,000, 6 get 15, 10 get 6,000, and 2 get 0. Or we have a different example where 2 get 25, 5 get 20, 8 get 12, 9 get 6. This is the most common way that programs do things. Very few programs give everybody give the max to just their 12 players, then the rest get 0. And it's very rare that everybody gets the exact same. The mix and match is the most common. So kind of within a team, coaches are offering players different scholarship levels, and everybody gets a bit of a different offer for most programs out there. This is also assuming that a team is fully funded for their athletic scholarship level. So, for example, at this fictional school here, let's just say that the team was only funded to give out a total of $250,000. That would then change the math on how the coach is going to be allocating out their athletic scholarships. It's a little bit confusing. I totally understand it, but it just helps that when you're going through the recruiting process to understand where the coach is coming from, and just do understand that they can't just give everybody the full value of the cost of attendance. The other type of scholarship that is out there is academic scholarship. So academic scholarship is given to you for your academic performance, which is basically your grades. There is no limit to the academic money that a school can give. So you are treated just like every other student that's coming into the institution, and you could be eligible for academic money. Academic scholarships are not tied to your sport either. So if you choose to leave the program but you want to stay in the school, you will retain your academic scholarship money. So due to the limitations that we just talked about on athletic scholarships, academic scholarships are the secret way to maximize your scholarship money. Many of the coaches that I talked to in my research project of the fall of 2023, everybody talks about how they want kids that have good grades, because then they have an opportunity to actually supplement the money that they are giving them as a student athlete. And even in certain cases, they can actually give you more than the full value of the cost of attendance. So because of this, students with good grades are extremely attractive to college coaches, because it allows them to top up your scholarship, and no coach wants to worry about you failing out of school, because you have a demonstrated ability to do well in the classroom. So that's end of part 3. Up next, part 4, where we're going to be summing everything up, and I'll be giving you the tips and tricks to make it a lot easier on you to go through the entire recruiting process.